The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, LSU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense...
He's got it along the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he's going to bring it out. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Scott. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So,
and the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Scott. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Pulls it in. It's Scott. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Going to the running game. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
And unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU, that's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground.
And the Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Tigers are in the hurry up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch...
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Caught behind the line. It's Scott. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Tripped up for the tackle. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
The snap sets up to throw. Pressure coming. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field. You get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. He's got him. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got an open man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, they're after him. And as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This is a design run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's in open space downfield. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Just keep slinging it. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Steps away to find some room. Got a man in the middle. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Third down play from the gun. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over USC. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Scott. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Bring in the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
LSU quick to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got his man. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Hendricks. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Using his feet. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Scott. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll ride the hot hand. Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
From the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. That's caught. It's Hendricks. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. He smashes his way through again. Timeout called on the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
LSU right back to the line. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a non-profit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
We're going to find out now how much confidence this head coach has in his quarterback. It's been a really nice-looking drive. You just did throw an incompletion, but you're deep in your opponent's territory. Do you trust your guy to get it done throwing the ball here?
Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on fourth and goal. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He wants it all. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The give on the inside.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and now I'm at first and goal at the 6. They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked.